What's up, my guys, my peoples? How's it going? Doing another live because did one earlier, but you know, gotta hit all those time zones, scatter, shotgun pattern those time zones so you guys can hang out and chill with the captain. Assuming anybody shows up. It is a long weekend, so I got fireworks going off outside and everything, but yeah, figured why not come and chill with you guys. Should put in here. So I was actually just watching the movie of Need for Speed. And I gotta say, you know what? I'm not a big Mustang fan, but the Mustang in that movie is very nice. Although I was just at the part where he needs to get some sleep, so he lets the girl drive. And I gotta say, the car was fine till then. Then they get smashed in the rear end by a pickup truck. The rear tail light shot out with a shotgun, and then they drive off a cliff. Moral of the story is, don't let your female companion drive, especially when you're being chased. Maybe that's it. No, that's not a good message. Okay, well. Anyway, it is a nice. It is a good movie, and it's actually a really nice Mustang, I will say. There you go. I've said it. I'm not going to say it anymore. But, yeah, it's pretty funky. That being said, I wish it was a real car. Olivia Julius. Stuart, don't mind me. My dog is sleeping next to my head. Okay, I won't mind you or your dog. Mark, Jack, Benjamin, Aaron. Hi, everybody. How's it going? What do you guys want to talk about? We did a live earlier and had a nice little conversation about a lot of things, and figured why not do another one. That's really fucking loud, isn't it? Not a lot of people know this, but the original communicator also has a calculator. And also well, I have it taped shut, but it's also got a clock and a voice memo recorder. And the reason that's taped shut is because when you flip this one's really nice. It's really loud though. When you flip it, if you don't tape that shut, the flies up and the clock shows. So yeah, this is a voice memo one. This is like way back in the day, before the wine company made one. But it's got a little, the Moray. That's a Moray. It's got a little picture of Captain Foley in it, as you can see. But no, it's you can't really see it on camera there, I guess, but it moves. There you go. Kind of see it. Doesn't show up well on camera, but it does move. God damn it. There you go. Changes pattern, so pretty cool. Just saying. That's from way back, years and years and years and years ago. But Olivia says, I want to talk about my eardrums breaking after you opened your communicator twice. Now 3 times. Now 4 times. Sweet and fascinating. Yes. Hal says, how can you keep someone in transporter stasis and not have the rest of the crew notice? Easy. Use the medical transporter. Not an issue with it. So, anyway. So yeah, I'm drinking some Heineken tonight. It's my last beer, so I will drink with every super chat. If you guys super chat, I'd really appreciate it. If not, that's cool too. But 23 people here, 13 likes, guys. Hit that like button and let me know what I should talk about or what I should rant about. Did one yesterday, did another one earlier today. Figured I'd do one tonight. Might do one tomorrow afternoon as well. Tomorrow is a holiday. It is Victoria Day here in Canada, so there you go. Aaron says, just watched your Cloaking 101 from 4 years ago. It was a nice listen. That's awesome. Mark says, it didn't have any damage the other night, but there was an F2 tornado about 12 miles from me. Yeah, we got a massive, massive thunderstorm yesterday afternoon, and it was very windy. Caused a lot of property damage in the area. Nothing happened here, thank God, but apparently 5 people died as a result of the wind from this thunderstorm yesterday here. So that's kind of shitty, but watched it on the weather map. It came over for us. It was pretty bad for about half an hour, and then it just kept strolling on through and went right through Toronto as well. So, yeah. NZ Fade, time zone. Monday morning, had your first live. Monday afternoon, another live, 2 p.m. Nice. Steve Baca says, how about that TMP 4K? I appreciate finally seeing the finished product. I haven't watched it yet. A lot of people have talked to me about it. I've seen some side-by-side comparisons with before and after with the effects. Apparently the Enterprise looks fantastic on screen, so I'm looking forward to seeing it. A lot of people are seeing it in theaters, but apparently it's not anywhere near me anyway in Canada, so I don't know yet whether I'll be able to see it. So Alex Osias puts in $2.49. Not sure of the currency though, but thank you so much. Favorite Star Trek games, pen and paper plus digital. So it's about $5 Canadian he threw in there, so thank you so much. Favorite Star Trek games. Well, definitely Starfleet Battles, the old role-playing tabletop game, combat simulator pretty much. Starfleet Battles I've played extensively with my brother over the years. Fantastic game. You can get the mega blocks, which are the larger hex grid, and there's some really detailed little counters of the ships. You can also get like little miniatures and stuff as well. So that's one of my favorites for sure. Also Starfleet Command Volume 2 and Starfleet Command Orion Pirates are both fantastic as well. Star Trek Armada, Armada 2, Elite Force 2. Bridge Commander is another great one as well. So is Bridge Crew. It's really great in VR, and do enjoy playing that with my Bridge Crew because there's some fantastic people there. Let's see, Away Team, not so great. New Worlds, interesting but not so great. 25th anniversary TOS game is all right if you like puzzles. I'm not a big puzzle fan, so I'm not a huge fan of that. There's Star Trek Hidden Frontier. Also not that I've really played much of that, but there's a lot of Star Trek games, and I'm not a big fan of a lot of them. Star Trek Legacy was pretty interesting as well. Star Trek Encounters was also pretty cool. Star Trek Invasion for the PS2 was hard. You need cheat codes to complete that game, but good story, interesting cutscenes. As for other pen and paper ones, I mean, the FASA Combat Simulator, never really played it, but I had a lot of the miniatures. Very similar to Starfleet Command, only a lot more simplified. So I wouldn't mind trying that at some point, but the FASA supplemental material with all the ship information and designs is like the coolest part of that for me. There's also a role-playing element to it, but never really got into that. I had the miniatures and stuff, but Crazy Snarfy Mustangs, meh. Chargers, where it's at. Oh, you're a Mopar or no car kind of guy. Olivia Julius, hey Cap, are you okay? You're looking a little old. Hey, so are you. Alex Osias, Pesos, Philippines. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for the pesos. NZ Fade, I'm addicted to the JD versus AH trial. It's way more entertaining than Star Trek Discovery. I don't know what that is. JDVSAH. Aaron Genther, Eagle Moss, do you recommend the XL or other sizes for starting a collection? I would say the XLs. I've done a bunch of reviews of Eagle Moss stuff. I have a huge Eagle Moss playlist on YouTube on Trekyards here, reviewing a lot of them, the standard ships as well as the XLs. The XLs are great. For the money, some of them are fantastic. Some of their best ones are XLs, such as the Vulcan Warp Sled XL, the Katinga, the Klingon Katinga XL is fantastic. I'm just, boom, all of a sudden just drawing a blank. Most of the Enterprises are really good, except for the refit. The refit's wrong. The saucer's completely wrong. But like I said, I've done reviews of all of these, so I'd say check those out. The Enterprise C is really good, but it's missing an impulse engine. It's completely not there. Not even on the standard one. It's missing that as well. I would go with XLs. If you just want to kind of dip your toe in though and see and not spend quite as much money, the standards are fine for that kind of thing. So, yeah, that would be my summation. But I'd say check out the reviews I've done. Bridge Crew okay with no VR? Bridge Crew with no VR I did not enjoy. You can play it with no VR. The VR version you can play without VR. That's perfectly fine. It's also across platforms. You can play with people on PlayStation, Xbox, or a PC. So it's got that going for it. But non-VR is not as fun. I tried it the first time non-VR because I didn't have VR yet, and I just did not enjoy it. Once you get into VR and you can just look around the bridge casually, that's amazing. So Tokyo Gaijin. I hacked the tar out of my ships in Starfleet Command Volume 3. I thoroughly enjoyed destroying computer fools in that one. Yeah, I had a really cool, it's called the Multi-Era mod for Starfleet Command Volume 2, and you could boot it up with different execute files to be either Starfleet battleships, TOS ships, movie-era ships, TNG ships, or the multi-era pack, which you could like pick from all the ships. I don't know why just people wouldn't use that, but it was great. It was great. Haven't been able to play that for a while though, because I know where the files are for the multi-era pack on my computer, but I can't seem to get them installed on the version that I do have that works on my PC downstairs. So, bit of a shame that way, but oh well. Delilah C. Johnson says, hey, Captain, hey. Garrett Roughton, you say Star Trek Armada? I love that game, so much fun, yay. Alex Osias, whoa, that hard, huh? That hard, huh? It's not hard, it's just not enjoyable as much. Delilah says, did anyone ask if you played Star Trek Starfleet Academy? Yeah, I had that back in the day, and I had the addition to it called Chekhov's Missions. That was also really fun. Never got very far in it, but I really did enjoy the bridge dynamics and ship battle in that one. Plus the cutscenes were fantastic. So, Olivia Julius, been looking for how I can get a Star Trek bridge commander with the Kobayashi Maru. Miss being able to make my own battle scenario. Yeah, the Kobayashi Maru edition is awesome for that. It's almost required, in my opinion, because you can change your bridges. You can get so many more ships. Yeah, Bridge Commander I never really got into too much back in the day. I mean, I did play it, but not as much as Starfleet Command Volume 2. I just find Starfleet Command Volume 2 a superior product just because it's basically Starfleet battles turned into a computer game. And so much stuff you can do with that, so... Hey, Captain. Hey, chat room. Hey, Cody. Alex, Osias, Johnny Depp, Amber Heard. Johnny Depp. Amber Heard's see you next Thursday. SC Scout guy, I'm still confused about exactly who the Illyrians are. Yeah. Crazy Snarfy, we had a tornado watch here in New Brunswick today, and we never have those. Ooh, New Brunswick, really? That's surprising that you've... It's not surprising that you've never had one. It's surprising you had a tornado watch, is what I mean. That's weird. Huh. And they say that global warming isn't causing any problems. Psst. Aaron says, okay, will do, thanks. Libby Julius, I play Bridge Crew with PC. It's fun until Captain Foley tells you to increase shields on the TOS Connie, and you have to spend 30 seconds finding the right button for it. It's true. She has joined a few of our games. Chuck A, hey Captain, hey Chuck. Eric Sween, hello. Crazy Snarfy, Star Trek Strategic Operations Simulator for the ColecoVision was pretty awesome for its time. That's one I've never played. Have heard of it though, but Alexis, sorry, I've been watching Castle and his daughter's name's Alexis. Alex says, have you gotten a hold of the new Star Trek Adventures 2D20 RPG? No, I have not. JD equals Johnny Depp. Gotcha. Okay, that's what that was. Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. I haven't been watching it, honestly. I think it's a waste of fucking time and resources. That being said, I enjoy the little clips and stuff that people share on TikTok. So I have kind of been following it via TikTok. And yeah, Amber, like, it's such a waste of time, in my opinion. Like, it's clear what's been going on, and why are they still talking about it? How long is this fucking trial going to be? It's just ridiculous. But Johnny Depp, Team Johnny Depp all the way. I mean, love that guy, I always have. And yeah, I think all the action and the drama that's happening in the courtroom kind of says it all, don't you? Yeah, I think so too. Libby Julius, what do you think of that old PlayStation Star Trek game with the JJ characters? Oh, it's just called Star Trek. I actually really enjoyed that. I've done a kind of a playthrough of it early on the channel, and I really like it. The AI is not that intelligent sometimes, but it's still a really fun game. And if you can find somebody else to play with, to play as Spock or Kirk, it's a really fun game. And it actually shows more of the Enterprise, and the JJ Prize looks a lot better in that game on the inside than it does in the movie. You actually see a real engineering room. You get to go through the turbolift shafts, and the turbolift shafts are cool because you got, basically it's like a cylinder, and there's a ball that rolls through like a gerbil ball almost, with the turbolift in the middle of the ball that stays stationary while the ball rolls through the tube. And they're not huge like in Discovery. So you get to go through the turbolift shafts, you get to go through engineering in that game, and see more of the Enterprise interiors, and they look a lot better, because the engineering in the movie was fucking brewery, because that's just, I don't know if I had a drink for that super chat, but thank you. Dip Trippy. I found it interesting in Strange New Worlds. 2 episodes have crew looking at profiles of Federation civilian or citizens. Pike, the kids he saved, and again this week. Colin says, evening. Good evening, Colin, sir. Cody says, Johnny has clearly won in the court of public opinion. He's won in the court of fucking common sense. Come on now. Aaron says, Picard Guinan's bar had a neon sign that was red and white. The symbol was kind of familiar, but can't place it exactly. Any ideas? I don't know. I'd have to see it, and I can't recall what it looks like. So I couldn't even hazard a guess just from my recollections. So yeah, don't really know what to say about that. Tokyo Gaijin. I prefer the JJ Trek version of the turbolift shafts over the disco versions of the turbo shafts. Stupid as fuck, in my opinion. They go through null space between deck sections. Nah. Yeah, it's just I don't know where that decision came from. Let's have them on roller coaster rails, and let's make that space fucking ginormous, because that's how starships work. Whoever came up with that idea, I really want to find out who it was. I want to find out who it was. I won't say what I want to do, but somebody needs a good talking to. That's all I can say. Did you hear they're thinking about Top Gun 3? I have not heard that. That's not needed, probably. I'll know on Thursday. I'm going to see it on Thursday. It's been 30 years since the first one, so I mean, Avatar, the taste of water, or the fucking whatever of water is coming out soon. I just watched the first Avatar in 3D not that long ago again. It's actually a much better movie than I remember, so that's a good thing. And looking forward to the new avatars, although apparently they're not going to be in 3D. Like, what the fuck? Anyway. Chuck A, nice video, Captain, on Una #1 that you guys made. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that, Chuck. Colin, the Discovery visual effects team thought they were working on Doctor Who. I mean, possibly. That would explain quite a lot. Jose says, well, puts in $10, so thank you so much for that super chat. I will definitely have a drink for that. It says, happy Sunday evening, sir. Finally catching your live stream for a few minutes. I've been working long hours, and I'm getting ready to watch Strange New World, 3rd episode in the next half hour. Well, you enjoy that, man. I think you're going to find it being great. But thank you for hopping in. Olivia Julius, Top Gun 2 wasn't really needed either. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. It really wasn't needed, no, but we'll see how it goes. See how it looks. Man from Planet X, greetings, just got here. What did I miss? Not too much yet. Not too much. General Grievous, as long as it took to make the sequel to the first Top Gun, Tom Cruise will be the first geriatric pilot in the Navy in a wheelchair, LOL. I mean, you're not wrong, General Grievous. Ensign Ricky, $2, just because. Well, thank you very much, Ensign Ricky. Olivia, message retracted. I'm disappointed and yet intrigued. Aaron says, okay, all good. I try to join when I can. Caught most of your live earlier. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. NZ Fade, I agree. Although now my teenage boys know what heresy is, so it definitely is inspirational. Go watch that comedian Bill Burr on YouTube about Believe All Women is very funny. Bill Burr is great, yeah. I don't know which one you're talking about there, but Bill Burr is fucking awesome. Delilah says, trying not to spoil episode 3. Okay. Well, I've already talked about it. I mean, if people are here, the chances are it's going to be talked about. So if there's something you want to say, go ahead. I'll spoil it for them. The Cynical Optimist. Hello, Captain. Since we're speaking of Top Gun, what is the most beautiful fighter plane ever made, and why? Is it the F-14 Tomcat? Well, you're right. It is the F-14 Tomcat. And why? So many reasons. So many reasons. Because it's the F-14 Tomcat. It's a fantastic design. It's beautiful. Plus, veritable wing geometry. I mean, hello. Anyone home? Think, McFly. Think. Yeah. It's definitely F-14. NZ Fade. Education, not inspirational. Okay. Tokyo throws in, well, it doesn't throw in anything. Sorry, didn't mean, my brain is not working apparently. They could just go to Captain Pike, the Pike route, and have Maverick hover around in a wheelchair, beeping once or twice for yes or no. Livy Julius, the opposite of a fighter, plus interview with the designer. She keeps sharing that every live, so. Colin Barrett, Strange New Worlds is a breath of fresh air. It's nice to have an ending to this story in one episode. Smart Smears, I need to try Heineken. I've never been a fan of beer that isn't flavored because I'm a little kid that likes drinking juice. Delilah says Una's ancestry. Yeah, we already talked about it. Like I said, I'm married to an Elysian because Elysia was a real place during the Roman Empire, and it was basically where Croatia and Bosnia is now. So the Elysians essentially became Croatians, and Sylvia's a Croatian. So I am married to an Elysian. I'm happy to say this. Does it give me any benefits? Does it afford me any benefits? Yes. Yes, it does. That's all I'll say. Cody says, The Last Samurai was the last Tom Cruise movie I really liked. Haven't gotten into the Mission Impossible stuff. I haven't really watched the Mission Impossible stuff either. I don't mind Tom Cruise as an actor. I don't really like him as a person. The whole Scientology thing is a real fucking turnoff. And if you're a Scientologist, sorry, not sorry. You're fucking crazy. It was created by L. Ron Hubbard, who was a science fiction writer, who's like, I'm going to create my own religion. Yeah, it's about aliens and, oh, we're superior to everybody else. But you have to pay. You got to pay lots of money. It's Scientology's a fucking weird fucking... Watch a documentary on Scientology. Your mind's going to be blown. But Tom Cruise is like their number one guy. And yeah, aside from that, I like the guy. But yeah, oh well. The F-14 is the Connie refit of fighter planes. Stephen Baca, the F-111 was a Butte 2 swing wing. Yes, it was the Tornado, and only had one tail fin. But it was up there as far as favorites to me go, but it's not anywhere near as elegant as the F-14. But the swing wing is very cool for sure. So is the B-1 bomber. That's a beautiful bomber. Lifted Brothers, I for one am happy to see so much new Trek. Very excited for Strange New Worlds. Hell yeah. Jose says, spoiler alert, doesn't bother me. I take forever to watch an episode of a show. We've got fireworks going off outside. Hell yeah. Darth Keith, what's the main ship in Star Trek Picard Season 3? Probably the Stargazer, but who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Garrett Roughton, hey Captain, are you getting excited for Star Wars Kenobi this Friday? And you going to see it? Yes, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to do first reaction videos on it for sure. Same with I did with Book of Boba Fett and The Mandalorian. Yeah, I'll be doing first reaction late night videos, hangouts, talking about it. Andy Clinton, what would be the F-14 of Federation ships? The runabout. That being said, if you played Starfleet Battles, there are actually fighters in Starfleet Battles, and there is an F-14. It's kind of got a Delta configuration, but yeah, there are fighters in Starfleet Battles. So there is an F-14, there's an F-18, there's a bunch of different ones, but that's because it was, basically based on military tech at the time, so... Crazy Snarfy, do you think it's time they start to focus on shows and stories with the Enterprise B or C? I've been saying that forever. Please, you give us a Lost Era show. It doesn't have to be the Enterprise. As a matter of fact, I really don't want it to be the Enterprise. But another ship from that time period, I just want to see that time period fleshed out because there's a big gap there, that the lost years, as it were, that we don't see anything from. So, Cody says, well said, Captain. Thank you. I don't know what I said, but thank you. General Grievous, you'll get along great with Sam. He always drinks orange juice during Trekyards. Yes, he does. But I put vodka in it. Time for a shot. Gulp. That's a shot. No, it's not. That's a shot in there that you meant. It's not a shot. Moving on. Alex says, Alicia, I only know about that due to Asterix and Obelix, honestly, thank you. That's not how you spell it. It's Ilysia, IllYsia. So it's not A. And that's not how you spell it at all. It's in the name of the episode, The Ghosts of Alicia. Aaron says, what Pern dragon would you choose to fly with? Slightly off topic, but still sci-fi. Well, the gold dragon's the biggest. The bronze is second biggest. I'd probably want to go with one of the bronze dragons. No one in particular, but I'd probably want a bronze dragon. Although the white dragon, who's kind of the runt and kind of an anomaly, is the smallest. And the white dragon's really cool. One of my favorite books, The White Dragon. I actually have the Dragon Lover's Guide to Pern over there, and you can see the size comparison of all the dragons if you so would like me to go get it. If you want me to go get the Dragon Riders of Pern companion guide and show you the different dragon sizes, I can do that if you'd like. But please somebody tell me. ST Scout Guy, the F-111 was the Aardvark. The Paniva Tornado was a European swing wing aircraft. Oh yes, you're absolutely right. My bad. The Cynical Optimist. Any thoughts on Strange New Worlds setting up the Gorn to be potential villains of Season 1? Enjoying the aliens vibe from the new trailer. It's great. I kind of want to see more of the Gorn. I want to learn more about them, but at the same time, it doesn't fit with the time period because Arena was essentially like the first encroachment of the Gorn. But hey, I'm fine with it. Let's see some cool Gorn on screen. I'm down. Yes, I think it's fine. Orange juice is delicious, so I'm sure I will. Sounds like Ukraine out there. That's what I said to Sylvia earlier, and she's like, "Oh my God, you're awful." Is your popcorn ready? It's not, no. Trek movie or Trek Core, can't remember which, had Pixel instead of the hero ship of Picard Season 3. It looked like a repo of the Odyssey class. I'm thinking 1701F maybe. Ensign Ricky. Hemmer is quickly becoming a new favorite of mine. He has the Odo vibe to him, something the new Trek movies have been sorely missing. Yeah, that's fair enough. Burgers and beer. Do you think Captain Pike's timeline will be changed in Star Trek Strange New Worlds? I'd like to think they're heading that way, yes. Avoid that fate, and then it'd be like, what did we just do? We changed your destiny. They created a multiverse. Cool. I'd be down. Do I think they're heading that way? Possibly. John McWhat. I'd love to see a show set on the Akira, although that would be after the Lost Era. It would be, yes. Tokyo says, have you seen Season 2? Asking because my response may spoil it for you if you haven't. Season 2 of what? Delilah says Mackenzie Calhoun? I don't know what that's in reference to. The Cynical Optimist says Illyria, not Alicia. Did I say Alicia? Well, I'm an idiot because it's Illyria. You're right, Cynical Optimist. General Grievous, do you like the Federation attack fighter we saw in DS9? And if not, what would you fix? Federation attack fighter. Oh, the Peregrine. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the Peregrine. The Peregrine and the Maquis Raider, I'm just not fans of. What would I fix? I would totally redesign the fucking thing. I do not like the Peregrine fighter. Aaron Genther, Big N McCaffrey fan, almost as much as Trek. Does that mean you want me to get the companion guide? The Dragon Riders of Pern companion guide? Star Fox, I got COVID for the first time. Oh no. You should see all my Dragon Riders of Pern books. I got like pretty much all of them. Even a few that her son wrote after she passed away, but they're not as good. But I've got all of her original ones. One of my favorites actually is Dragon's Dawn, which is when they first arrive at the planet, which is fucking awesome. It's a mix of sci-fi, and then you get introduced to the little dragons, and it's like, that's cool. And sorry you got COVID for the first time, Star Fox. That sucks. Hopefully you get better soon. Steve Bacca, $5. Anyone else catch Lon calling number 1 chief? She's an officer. That's as bad as Khan and the Af Nacelle. I think everybody caught that, though. Tokyo says my last comment about Season 2 wasn't for you. Oh, okay. TWTG content. Hey, people, what's up? Not much. 62 people here, 40 likes, guys. Let's get another 10 more likes. Get those likes up to 50. That would be awesome. John McWhat. I thought it was weird. It was a weird moment, too, Steve. Cody says, JJ changed Pike, so why not? JL Young, first contact with the Gorn will be made top secret. It was above Kirk's pay grade in Arena. I'll buy that. I'll buy that for $1. That's good reasoning. The Cynical Optimist. Even worse about that was that Khan said life support was located behind the Af Nacelle. Behind the nacelles would be space. Star Fox, thank you, man. Hope the cats are doing well. Which cats? Aaron says, yes, if it's not too far away, I quit reading the books written by her son after Renegades. Kind of there with you. Her son's not as good. Hold on, let me get it. I haven't looked at this book forever. I've got the Atlas of Pern, the People of Pern, and the Dragon Riders Guide to Pern. Let me just move this shit. There we go. I'm a big Dragon Riders of Pern fan, so here's the book. The Dragon Lover's Guide to Pern. There's one of the little dragons. All right, let's see. This book is well worn. Trust me, I went through this a lot when I was younger. Everything is in here. It covers everything. The dragonettes, the thread. Well, there's one of the original 18 riders or dragons and their rider, and that's some size comparisons there. Is that one of the bronze ones? Yeah, that's a bronze dragon. Here's how they ride them. Here's some sizes. So there's green and blue. Then we go over here to bronze, gold, and brown. The brown one is here, then the bronze, and then the gold. The gold's the biggest. It's not the size chart I was looking for, though. Ramath, is Ramath a gold or a... Ramath is a bronze, but there it is with a L1011 jet for size comparison. Yeah, that's not the size chart I wanted. Maybe I'm thinking of one. There's one online, Dragon Riders of Pern dragon size chart. I thought it was in this book, though. I guess not. It's got all the different weirs in here, the holes, the craft holes. So much cool stuff. It even teaches you how to make claw, which is like a hot chocolate coffee concoction. With a little hint of cinnamon. No, it's not in here. Holy shit, I thought it was. I could have sworn it was in here. It's not, though. The only size comparison charts there is from the top, which isn't really that helpful. Yeah, well, it's not in there, I guess. This is a great book. If you're a fan of Dragon Riders of Pern, this is a must-have. And I can't wait for them to come out with the Dragon Riders of Pern series. It needs to be made. Not movies, a series. Andy Clinton, we have to ask the question, in what timeline is TOS in, to be honest? Khan being launched into space in 1996 is what timeline, not ours. Well, it's the prime timeline. But yes, Star Trek is not our history. Tokyo says, have you read the Lost Era novel about the Enterprise B? I picked it up a few days ago and reading on and off. It's pretty good so far. Any thoughts? I haven't read it. SC Scout Guy, she was the chief of security on the USS Martin Luther King Jr. when she rescued Lon, I believe. Yes, she was. So that's why she calls her chief. Cynical Optimist, gotta dip out and grab some sleep. Catch you later, Cap. Take care. See you later, Cynical Optimist. Cars, LOL typo. General Grievous, I've never heard of this Dragon Riders series before. What? Dragon Riders of Pern by Anne McCaffrey. Dude, there's like the original 4 books. There's Dragon Flight, Dragon's Dawn. I have them all here in order. Hold on. Dragon Quest, Dragon Flight, Marita, the Dragon Lady of Pern, and the White Dragon. Those are the original 4 that you need to read. All fantastic books. Star Fox has a 1978 280Z. Nice. Burgers and beers. In your opinion, what makes Strange New Worlds better Trek than what's been happening since Enterprise? It's episodic, and it looks more in line with Prime Timeline than anything Discovery has done. So the episodic nature is very nice, though, and the storytelling, and just the characters are better. Colin says, I have no problem with the character of Lon, but they really expect us to believe that Spock just forgot about her when Khan came aboard in Space Seed. There's probably going to be an explanation for that. John McWhat. I rewatched the first Augment episode of Enterprise tonight. Phlox implies that what the Denobulans do is different than what Soon does. FWIW, I don't know what that means, since people are talking about augments again due to Strange New Worlds. Guten Tag from Connecticut, says Mike. Jose says they need to make a movie or TV series of those books. It'd be awesome. Yeah, it's got to be a TV series, in my opinion. When I watch Game of Thrones, I'm like, you can fucking do a Dragon Riders series now. There's too much lore, there's too much world building, there's too much going on in Dragon Riders to only do a movie. Tokyo, Trek culture raged on the fact this week that their ups and downs video for Strange New Worlds, episode 3. I kind of agree, but I also find myself falling in love with Lon as a Trek character. I hope they don't ruin her later. Yes, a series so much would be skipped even with a movie series. Oh yes. Just watched the Star Trek the movie at the AMC. Isaac Asimov was their science advisor. Cody Michaels. There was a faux documentary narrated by Sir Patrick Stewart in the mid-noughts on dragons. I forget what it was called, but really good. Alex says, never heard of the Pern books. Really? Whoa. Aaron, the Master Harper. Yeah, Master Harper. Tim McCaffrey, I haven't even read them. And she's in my last name. How can I link a pic? You can't. Jason Paris, how did Dr. Soong know about Project Khan? Because he was working on augment and genetics, and he was involved with the military. So of course he would have known about Project Khan. When they launched him into space in 1996, that's the date that was on the file. They would have got all the information, and he probably found a way to get it either legally or illegally. I have to get Doritos dust off my fingers so I can super chat. LOL. Let me show you the Dragon Riders of Pern books. I don't have all of them here. Some of them are behind, but anyway, here we go. So they're in chronological order. I don't have them in release order, but there's Dragon's Dawn, the Chronicles of Pern, Dragon's Eye, Merida, Dragon Lady of Pern, Narelka's Song, Dragon Quest, Dragon Flight, the Master Harper of Pern. These ones. Oh yeah, Dragon Song, Dragon Singer, and Dragon Drums. And I'm making a fucking mess. The White Dragon, the Renegades of Pern, the Girl Who Heard Dragons. That's a bunch of short stories based on the world of Pern. All the Weirs of Pern, the Dolphins of Pern, and then and there's some other ones here. These are the same. These are the original ones. Dragonflight, Dragon Quest, the White Dragon. No Merida, Dragon Rider of Pern there, but Dolphins of Pern and the Skies of Pern. So, yeah, it's one of those things. It's kind of like Star Trek in the... Which order do you watch them in? Release order or chronological order? If you're just reading them for the first time, I would suggest release order. So I think the first one was Dragonflight, Dragon Quest, then Merida, Dragon Lady of Pern, and then the White Dragon. So Mike says, what do you think of Strange New Worlds? Because I love it. I love it too. Captain Casey Stewart. Hey Cap, did you know that The Wrath of Khan will be in theaters later this year? Yes, and actually I'm going to Wonderfest this year, first weekend in June, so not this upcoming weekend, but the one after. And Nicholas Meyer is going to be there, so I get a chance to meet Nicholas Meyer, and that's pretty awesome. Jason says, are they still working on the next Star Trek movie? Probably not. They didn't even start working on it. Cody Michaels. Were you ever a Narnia guy, Captain? No. I saw the movies, but... Tokyo, gonna dip out, lunchtime, catch y'all later. Thank you for the live stream, Cat. Thank you, Tokyo, for joining, appreciate it. SC Scout Guy, I've never heard of Dragon Riders of Pern. Damn, there are 24 books. Yes. And they're fucking great. All the ones written by Anne McCaffrey. Her son, like I said, he's all right, but he doesn't quite have the essence that she does. He didn't quite get the spark. But Jose agreed. Make a TV series of Dragon Riders of Pern. Would be better than Game of Thrones. Maybe a big budget for TV, but they can do it depending on the studio. Yep. Aaron, where is Wonderfest going to be? Same place it is every year. Louisville, Kentucky, at the Crown Plaza. It's never in a different place. NZ Fade, and LOL on the intro with Samuel being a superior being English and all. That was hilarious. In all fairness to Sam, though, I haven't seen him stop a show to have a cup of tea yet. He doesn't like tea, so. Delilah, I wanted to thank you for giving me the strength to try and make my own YouTube channel. That is awesome. You're welcome. And yes, what do you talk about? You talk about Star Trek? Because I can send some people your way, maybe get you some subscribers. That's awesome. Eric Martin, $2. Fingers are clean. Drink your last beer. LOL. Thank you, Eric. Oh, I burped. Harrison Wells, Captain, do you have a favorite 007 Bond? And your favorite movie of said Bond actor? I actually like Lazenby, even though he's only in one. Being said, when I grew up, it was Roger Moore. My parents really liked Sean Connery. I don't know if I have a favorite, honestly. As for movies, I mean, Moonraker, I like Moonraker just because it has a space element to it. Even Octopussy, I like. Some of the more ridiculous Roger Moore ones are kind of what I grew up with, so. Mike Charest, Kafa Kremel. Michael T, High Desert Comics. Hail, Captain, off to work and now prepping to do my job. LOL. Enjoy your day at work. Olivia Julius, I wish I could go to Wonderfest, but the nearest truck stop to Louisville is 40 miles east of there. Delilah, Star Trek and other stuff is on her channel, so there you go. Cool. What's it called, Delilah, so people can go subscribe? I'd like to go subscribe and watch. Jason Paris, we need more X-Files. Yeah, I agree with that. Andy Clinton, NBC is rumored to have a new Battlestar Galactica series in the works. As a kid, I always thought that it would be awesome for the colonies in Galactica to find Earth in the Star Trek universe. No, I don't want to be SG Star Trek crossover. I think that's stupid. Sorry. Sorry. I think it's stupid. Trek or not, Dalton was good, more gritty. Alex, who grew up with Roger Moore as Bond, or also grew up with Roger Moore as Bond. Michael T, High Desert Comics, Moonraker was the shiznit. SC Scout Guy, I am now pirating 24 ebooks of Dragon Riders of Pern. LOL. Well, I don't endorse pirating, but you will enjoy them. Please read them in release order. I cannot emphasize that enough. You can skip some even, but read the first 4 at least. Then you'll be hooked. Then you'll figure out what else to read. Like I said, one of my favorites is Dragon's Dawn, which is like chronologically the first one. But yeah, I mean, you've got to read the original 4 at least, and also all the Weirs of Pern, the Renegades of Pern, and the Skies of Pern. I've got more behind those ones because those are stacked double, but yeah. Connery and Brosnan are my favorite Bonds, says General Grievous. Harrison Wells says, personally, my favorite is Connery and his Goldfinger movie, yes. Mike says, how do you do a live stream for STO? I'd have to use OBS on my computer downstairs. Trek or not, check out Project Blue Book, like X-Files, but based on real United States Air Force Project Blue Book UFO investigations. You keep pushing Project Blue Book, Trek or not. That's not the first time. Eric says Connery and Craig are my favorite Bonds. Steve says BSG Blade Runner makes more sense. Yeah, it'd be a better crossover for sure. Mike Shrest, and what do you need to live stream STO? Like I said, OBS should do it. OBS or something similar like Streamlabs, maybe. I don't know. Libby Julius, I would leave and go to sleep, but I have a puppy taking my pillow, so I can't sleep. Well, then stay and listen. Maybe I'll bore you to death. Jason Paris, I've seen Project Blue Book, and they never finished the series because of COVID. Well, then I don't want to watch it. Fuck them. Michael T says, real quick, Cap, as I haven't seen episodes 2 or 3 of Strange New Worlds, you're whatever out of 10 for each. I think it was a 9 out of 10 for the first one, an 8.7 for the second one, and probably a 7.9 for the third one. Not that they're diminishing in quality, I just preferred the newest one less than the other two, but it was still really good. So, Captain Casey Stewart, I like Connery as well, but favorite movie is On Her Majesty's Secret Service. That's the Lazenby one, isn't it? Trek or not? Yeah, kind of sad that about that. What do you think? Oh, Project Blue Book. John Spartan was prisoner 117 in Demolition Man pre-Halo. LOL, just realized that today. Yes. Fun fact. Michael T, that's not a promising trend. No, it's just my scoring. Trust me, they're all fantastic. See, that's just one of those fucking things. I knew when I answered it that way that somebody was going to say that, and that's not the case at all. They're really good. It's just, I don't even know why I answered you. As for the series overall out of 10, I'd give it a 9.3. So, there you go. Eric Martin, I would help you do your brakes, but I don't have a floor jack anymore. Brakes are way easier than fixing hot tubs. Well, I've got a jack and everything, and don't worry, my buddy Paul's coming over to help me out this week. So, Captain Casey Stewart, yes, Lazenby is On Her Majesty's Secret Service. Yeah, I really liked that movie, and I thought he was good in it. But who is your favorite Bond villain? I don't know. Dr. Evil. Jason Paris, what's your least favorite Enterprise? The NX-01. Demolition Man is underrated. Hell yeah, it is. Jose, are the book Riders of Pern available on Nook or Kindle? I read them when I was a kid back in the 80s. Definitely will read them again. Yes, I'm sure they are. I'm sure they're on all of those. You can even get them on Audible if you want to listen to them. Michael T, no, you're fine, LOL. I'm still going to check them out. Saraka Vulcan, what's your favorite Bond gadget? The Lotus that turns into a submarine. Let me put my Pern book back. Can't believe that size chart isn't in there, but oh well. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've looked through that book, so. There you go, Puck. Max Zorin, Christopher Walken. Yes, View to a Kill. Captain Casey Stewart, Austin Martin, DB5. I did like the car, but it's not my favorite gadget. It's got like fucking skis on it. I forget what it is, but Trek or not, still not find anywhere to watch Fortress, Cap. No, I haven't. Crazy Snarfy, have you ever listened to This Week in Trek with Mike and Daryl? No. Sonic Fan 22, all ships report. Sonic Fan 22 reporting for duty. Welcome to the fleet, Sonic Fan. You're late. we've already engaged the Borg and the Klingons and kicked all their asses, so you're just late to the party. Really? NX-01, not the JJ prize? I'm shocked. Well, I didn't consider the JJ prize in my... I was just doing prime timeline ones, but if you're going to go that way, then yes, the JJ prize. Which one? I don't know. They're all equally fucking awful. The banana struts of Beyond... At least the first one struts were better, but they're all fucking disgusting. I just don't consider them as enterprises, really. So, sorry, I was thinking, like, the original ships, so... Yeah. SC Scout guy. The NX-01, the JJ prize is the worst for me. Well, yes, if you're going to count the JJ prize, then 100% yes, but it's not even worth considering for the list, so I didn't even put it on the list. Jason Paris, best Bond gadget is the exploding pen and the Aston Martins with missiles and machine guns. Oh, yeah. Michael T, my least favorite is probably the J. I don't like the wider than this is long trope for starships. Oh, yeah, the J. I forgot about the J, too. Yeah, not a fan of the J. The NX-01's better than the J. Renegade Cooler. I find it a bit weird watching Strange New Worlds. I have never watched a new show where I both saw how it started and I already know how it ends. What do you all think of that? I have no problem with that. Because you don't know how it ends. They're talking about already possibly changing his fate, so it could go anywhere, and I think it's fantastic. I think it's a good idea. Eric Martin, Bridge Crew looks like a blast, but I think the controls are too complicated for me. They're not, though. They're not. When I first got on that TOS bridge, I was like, this is fucking insane. There's no way we can do this. And the TOS one is the only one that's for advanced crew. After a while, it's just like, boop, boop. You don't even need the little symbols above the buttons to tell you what they are, because you have them all memorized. It's just do, 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 do. But if you play with the Aegis, it's super easy. It's such an easy ship to operate. The 1701D is pretty easy as well, but there's some complicated stuff, especially on ops. But helm and tactical on the NX on the 1701D is pretty straightforward, so yeah. John McWhat, do you have an early pick for favorite Strange New Worlds character? Well, I really like Pike, but I also really like Hemmer, and I also love Nurse Chapel. So it's hard to say. I'm going to say either Hemmer or Chapel. I'm not going to pick Pike because he's like, everybody loves Pike. But Trekyards, there's loads of copies of Fortress on eBay, really cheap, although the Blu-ray a bit more expensive. For some reason, this movie has been removed from all platforms and services. Weird. Delilah says, I was thinking about talking about the secondary characters went on to do, or what they went on to do in beta content. It's a lot to cover, though, because beta content's rough, because a lot of authors have different ideas. They don't all mesh, and they don't all sync up. So that would be very complicated video making. Captain Casey Stewart, Aegis from Bridge Crew is better than JJ Prize. 100%, yes. Michael T., the Christopher Lambert movie? Why would they delist that? I don't know. I never heard of it till he mentioned it, and then I watched the trailer, and I'm like, it's Christopher Lambert, man. I got a fucking sword over there signed by him. I love Christopher Lambert, or Lambert. It's actually pronounced Lambert, but yeah, I need to see it. Smack Dab, are you familiar with Dan Simmons' Hyperion Cantos? Apparently a movie is coming. I have no idea what any of that means. Jason Paris, I hope we see the Enterprise E in Picard Season 3. Trekyards says, yes, I know, it's not. It's a great movie, sci-fi classic. Smart Smears, which design is better, Enterprise J or Voyager J? Voyager J is better, for sure. SC Scout Guy, Stuart, any parenting advice? I have a 13-year-old boy who has started to spend a lot of time in his room with the door closed lately. Leave him there. It's what they do. It's fine. There's no parenting advice. Just make sure he's not being loud enough that you can hear him, and he can do whatever the hell he wants. I don't have any parenting. I don't like give parenting advice. Delilah, it's okay. I love to read. Well, there you go. Crazy Snarfy. I like Ethan Peck's portrayal of Spock better than Zachary Quinto's. I do too. I've said that since season 2 of Discovery. I think Ethan Peck makes a better Spock. To me, Zachary Quinto is like a parody of Spock. He looks like a fucking Spock bobblehead or a Funko Pop version of Spock. He just looks weird. But yeah, I think Ethan Peck's much better. Totally agree. Avenue Pad is here and says evening all. Evening Avenue. Seta Transmedia, are you going to do Orville reviews? Not full breakdown reviews. I mean, we might do a few episodes at a time, but our Orville reviews never drew an audience. And I'll do first reactions to those and hangouts and discussions on them. Absolutely, 100%. But we might wait till the season's over before we maybe do some quick reviews. They won't be full breakdown reviews, but we'll see. We just don't have the traffic to warrant doing them. Smack dab. Okay, it's epic space opera sci-fi. Jedi Productions. I made it. Miss talking to you. Hey man. Mike T. Oh, by the way, Jedi Productions. He's got computer issues, man. He's got a GoFundMe or something. It's on the Trekyards model page. You guys should go check it out. See if you can help him get a new PC. He'd really appreciate it. He was doing some 3D rendering, getting really good at it. Was going to go to university for it, and his computer fried. So, if anybody can help and contribute to his PC fund to help him get a new PC, that'd be great. Maybe after the live's over, I'll paste the link to it. He sent it to me quite a while ago, and I forgot about it. But I'll post a link to it in the description, so anybody watching this after the fact can contribute to it. Speaking of, guys, we have on the channel now something called Super Thanks, which is like a super chat, but for edited content or lives after the fact. So if you're watching this live, when it's not live, there's a little super chat icon, probably right about there. You hit that and you can donate that way if you want, as a thank you for making the content or whatever. So if you can't super chat because it's not live, that's a good way to do that as well. So that's available on all of our videos, across the whole platform. So Michael T. would love to see an Odyssey class as a hero ship post Voyager, or an Akira class as hero ship in the Minion Wars sideshow. Casey Stewart, Captain, have you ever seen the picture of the 1701D model done up as the 1701E? No, but I've seen a 1701D with the E nacelles on it, which looks fucking great, by the way. Renegade Cooler, if you could be in any Star Trek time period and either be crew member or captain of a ship, what time period would you choose, and what if you choose a crew member? And why that role? I'd be captain, and I would be in TNG. It would be of a Galaxy class. Basically because it's fucking beautiful ships, the pride of the fleet, comfortable as hell, prestige, beautiful bridge, beautiful bedroom, beautiful quarters, and a fucking holodeck, which means you can be on any other ship of any other era that you want. So that's my answer every time. 3, what class of ship would you either captain or be a crew, and why that class of ship? I think I just answered that. Smack dab, for sure, Ethan Peck, great Spock so far. Eric Martin, how far did you get in Alien Isolation? I haven't played it since that live, so I didn't get very far. I haven't continued on. I can just see I'm going to get frustrated really quickly. Cody Michaels, big fan of the Odyssey Bridge. Jaddock Productions, my brother, I get the parts tomorrow. My computer will be back and running. Oh, that's cool. Sonic fan, favorite 80s songs? Too many to list. What the hell kind of question is that? 2 of the actors from Star Trek Enterprise have their own podcast. They interviewed Rick Berman. Yes. Dominic Keating and Connor Trenier. And yes, I've heard about it. Shuttlepod 1. Everybody asks me every fucking live, have you heard about it? Have you listened to it? It's like, yes. Just relax. Yeah. I'm aware. Jason Paris, I hope you and Samuel can do more Starship mission briefings like the ships from Wolf 359. We'll get there, yeah. General Grievous, Orville needs more ship variety, lol. Trek or not, what's your favorite Christmas sci-fi movie? Favorite Christmas sci-fi movie? Gremlins? I don't know. Christmas sci-fi. I don't know what that even means. A sci-fi movie that happens at Christmas. Well, I can't think of any offhand except for Gremlins, which is not really sci-fi. Almost missed you live. I reckon, otherwise I am in trouble. No, you're not in trouble. And 72 likes, 60 people here. Hit that like button, guys. Let's get 3 more likes, get up to 75. I'd love some more super chats. Super chats have been super light. Still got a lot of beer left, so I don't know. Calm down, table. There we go. But yeah, if you can super chat, I'd really appreciate it, guys. Please help out if you can. Michael T, I did. Surak, it was only logical. Jadek Productions, thank you for the shout out. I'm going to cry. Oh, don't cry. Burgers and beer. Sorry I stepped away. Did you happen to answer my question about Strange New Worlds and what makes Strange New Worlds the best Star Trek since Enterprise? Yes, I did answer that. Good writing, good character development, exciting action, episodic format. You end the episode feeling complete and whole, and like you witness something that wasn't a cliffhanger. You don't have to. There's lots of different reasons. Plus the visuals are great. John McWhat, Terry Metalis is trying to hype up potential Seven and Raffi spinoff show. What do you think of the idea? Fuck that idea. I don't want to see any more Raffi. And Seven's generally just a bitch, so no. They're only doing that because everybody asked for a... After episode 1, after the whole season was filmed, mind you, they're like, oh, we want a Rios Stargazer show, please. We asked for Pike. They gave us Pike. We're going to ask for a Rios Stargazer. And everybody behind the scenes is like, should we tell them what happens to Rios? I think we fucked up. It's okay, though. We got Seven, who was granted a field commission to captain. Let's make her a captain. Let's keep her a captain. Raffi's a commander. She can be her number 1. They got a relationship. There's a show there. They'll see the Stargazer. They'll be happy. No, we won't. We wanted Rios. Sorry. So, Safi. Seven and Raffi? Fuck no. Boo. Andrew Dowdy. Would you like to see Dr. Corbin guest an episode and meet Chapel? They would be married sometimes. Yeah, that'd be cool. Nemesis Warrior, something is snoring. Yeah, it's the pug. Stop snoring. People can hear you and he's embarrassing me. Love that negative space double neck. They designed that really well. Oh, Word Up is an awesome song. Trek or not, Howie's Okinawa is sick. His bridge model is awesome. Olivia Julius, did you know the Titan shuttles are named after jazz musicians? Get the fuck out. No way. What? The Titan has shuttles? Oh, I can't carry on that bit much longer. Smack dab, Prometheus is Christmas sci-fi. Prometheus? Oh, it is. Yeah, there's this little Christmas tree on the pool table, isn't there? I like Prometheus. I don't care what anybody says. I got that in 3D, and it's fucking great in 3D, by the way. I like it. Trek or not, RoboCop 3 is apparently a Christmas sci-fi too. Oh, yeah, I can see. Yeah, it is. Eric Martin, $20. Brake parts, super chat. Yeah, I will need help with those. So thank you, Eric. That's much appreciated. Doc McGillicuddy, it's pizza time. Actually, I had pizza for supper. We made one of those new, is it Delicio? It's Delicio croissant crust pizza. A little bit doughy for my liking. I prefer the Delicio thin crust, but I already had pizza, so. Jedi Productions, I'm using my government pay to get the parts to build it basic. But I need help, and thank you, Stuart. You brought tears to my eyes with that, Stuart. You are now family to me. Oh, man. It's all good. Whatever I can do to help. Trek or not, there is actually a major gap in the market for Christmas sci-fi, in my opinion. Or laughing my ass off. Captain Casey Stewart. Sorry, but Raffi is the worst thing in Star Trek Picard. Yeah. 100%. Michael T. Annika got a field commission to captain, and Harry Kim is still out there as senior special ensign or something. You're not wrong. Doc says Raffi and Seven are like Larry and the Three Stooges, and Fat Albert helming a bird of prey painted pink and green. What's your favorite ethnic cuisine? Ooh, I really like Chinese food. I'm told I'd like Indian food. I haven't had that much of it, and I really need... Sylvie wants to take me out to an Indian place because it's spicy, and I love spicy. I have tried some, and I do really like Indian food as well. But honestly, Chinese food, I think, is my go-to one. Sonic fan, would you like to guest star on the new Star Trek series on Amazon Prime? Yes. Trek or not? They are not. They are not. They are named after famous shuttles that were named after favorite... Oh, Jesus Christ. John McWatt, I am in total agreement with you about Raffi. The Darth Eddie, the Gorn episode is this week. We'll see how successfully they avoid the no official first contact until TOS. If they're clever enough, they could. Good record and are knocking it out of the park. Avenue Pad, I'd really like some sort of DS9 season, but only with the original writing team. They understand the characters. Watching them work pretend season 8 on the DS9 documentary was amazing. Yes, it was. Jason Paris, what is your favorite Klingon ship and why? Here we go. Canon or non-canon? This is important. People are expecting me to say the bird of prey, and guess what? I got the bird of prey in the next room, and I can wear it as a mustache, but it's not going to happen. Favorite Klingon ship and why? Probably the D7, because it's just the classic. It's just it's such an elegant, cool design. Prefer it to the Katinga, just because the Katinga is a little over greeblied and a little bit overcomplicated. Keep it simple, stupid. You know, TOS had it right. Smooth hulls, that's the way to go. So I'd say the D7. But if you go non-canon, probably the D10 from FASA, which is like a much larger secondary hull, or even the B10. Now the B10 and the D10 are different, but the B10 is from Starfleet Battles, and it's like a four-nacelled, ginormous hulk of a ship that looks like a D7, but like bulked up to the max. Kind of silly looking, but also very cool. It's got such a great history and in-universe history to it. It's just, we've done some episodes on the B10, and it's just a fucking cool ship to learn about. So, Jose puts in $5. Maybe you can do a short live stream on the Riders of Pern, LOL. I believe viewers will enjoy and may read them also. I'm off to watch Strange New Worlds now. Good idea, Jose. Enjoy Strange New Worlds. Problem is, I'd have to brush up. I'd have to brush up. I'd have to read some of the books again, and I'd have to go through the reference manuals and stuff and brush up. I used to be really good, like know everything about Riders of Pern, but it's been years since I've even looked at anything about them. So, but I still pimp them out every chance I get because they were books that really grabbed me, and it's hard for a book to grab me. So, I also used to know a lot more about Sherlock Holmes, but my memories, because I have not been kept up to date on it, so wouldn't take me long to get brushed up though. The Darth Eddie, there's a way of showing Gorn in Strange New Worlds and still preserving a lack of direct contact with them until TOS. Oh yeah, for sure there is. The Holy Gabriel, can't deal with them face huggers in the Alien series. It sets off my arachnophobia and claustrophobia at the same time. Cody says, are tacos ethnic? SC Scout guy, Batman Returns is kind of the sci-fi Christmas movie. Doc McGillicuddy, new Star Trek series on Amazon Prime. Yeah, I don't know. Jason Paris, Will Riker's Pizzeria. Anyone? Trek or not? Seven was kind of like an unofficial commander in a sense. I mean, Kim always felt subordinate to her. Sonic Fan 22. I know how you feel, bro. I'm a sucker for Chinese food. I have been my whole life. Japanese food. Is there a difference? I don't know if I've tried much Japanese food, honestly. Eric Martin, when is the Voyager documentary coming out? I have no idea. I haven't heard an update. Burgers and beer. Is the Enterprise in Strange New Worlds the same size as the original series? It seems like it's a little bigger, but I may be wrong. I don't know. I've been drinking to keep it up. I've been drinking to keep it up. I love the content. Yeah, it's bigger. It's not clear the exact size though, but it's bigger. So. Olam Drab from FASA Adversaries. I like the Romulan Graceful Flyer. Nah. Renegade Cooler. I would like to be captain on the Excelsior class ship in Undiscovered Country time period. No holodecks, no touchscreen controls, just lots of button, dials, knobs, ships of that era. Nice. Captain Casey Stewart says, I like the Romulan version of the D7, the Stormbird from Star Trek Legacy game. Those are also in Starfleet Battles. They actually had different nacelles put on, more Romulan-styled nacelles. So, but yes, that's a great idea. Renegade Cooler are like the classic cars of today. We all want to drive. General Grievous is talking to Burgers and Beer, and he says, to answer your question, no, it isn't. It's too big, but the series is a visual reboot, so just ignore the visual canon. That's pretty much it. That's the best way to enjoy it. Burgers and Beer throws in $1 with a little rainbow. So thank you for the rainbow. Awesome. General Grievous, because Harry wanted 7 to take the lead behind closed doors. Jadic Productions. I showed Doug Drexler my last ship. He liked it, not trying to name drop. The Darth Eddy, I just ignore the 442 meter official Eaglemoss and CBS scale for the Strange New Worlds Enterprise. The shuttlecraft passing over the saucer section in the first episode betrays that it's smaller and closer to TOS. Yeah, they're not sure what they're doing in Strange New Worlds because that shot did establish that it was smaller than the actual size. So they're just playing free and loose, or fast and loose with that. Colin Barrett, I love Japan, such an amazing country. Everybody should visit at least once. A friend of mine actually tutored there for a few years, met his wife, and now they live here. So he goes over to Japan on a regular basis. He wants us to go over with him some point, and I think that'd be fun. Yeah. Sonic Fan 22, I always thought that both Chinese food and Japanese food was somewhat the same. I thought so too. Cody Michaels, every time I see Tim Russ now, I think of your story and how he's a dick. That's sad. I really like Tuvok, though. I think Tuvok's a great character. Olam says, more power in Star Trek ought to be... More powers in Star Trek ought to discover paint jobs. I mean, discover paint jobs? Eric Martin, I love the Katinga I bought from you. My close-up vision sucks, so the extra detail kind of blurs together for me. I love the color. Yeah, the color of the Katinga is nice. Don't get me wrong, I like Katingas too, but I'd prefer, if I had to pick, I'd pick a D7. Favorite Romulan ship in canon? Oh, in canon, well, there's, what, 2 of them? All right, cool. Including, oh, there's the scout ship, I guess. That'd be the TOS Bird of Prey. Such a cool design. So in canon, there you go. There's not very many to pick from. Burgers and Beer. How bad did you want to punch the Board Queen at the end of Star Trek Picard in the face? I didn't want to do that at all. And it's Borg, not Board. Sorry for my D key. Well, everybody's apologizing for their D. Colin says, in Prodigy, when Hologram Janeway asks, what would the real Janeway do? I could not help but think murder Tuvix. Multi-Gunman, still on? No. This live has ended. I don't know why YouTube started it here. This is not a live. I am not on. Doc says, I wanted to Tommy gun every Borg. The Daredex is awesome. Borgatti looked like Neelix's head a little. Yeah, I didn't get that. I don't know why people said that. Maybe the markings on the side, I guess. But yeah, she did not look good. Wouldn't say I wanted to punch her in the face, though. Oh. I yawned. Ooh, the Valdor class. Yes, that is canon, isn't it? Valdor is pretty cool. I fucking hate the Scimitar, though. That's a Riemann ship, so it doesn't really matter, but... Captain Foley coming to you from the Twilight Zone. This stream is brought to you by Time Crystals of Borath. Favorite Klingon ships. 1, the D7 TOS. 2, Katinga. 3, 23rd century, 24th century Bird of Prey. 4, 5, 5, 8, 0, 6, 7, 7. Thank you for all the vids. Well, thank you for watching. Colin says, kick her in the shin, maybe? Nah. Livid Julius, I have to wear a dress tomorrow. Doing a promotional photo for the company I work for Pride Month. Yes, I'm one of 2 trans drivers in a company of 300 drivers. Well, hopefully it goes well, and awesome. The Darth Eddie, the Discovery Season 2 D7 is mostly correct, but those warp decels are way too jagged and pointy. Yes, well, it's big improvement over the fucking Season 1 D7, which looked nothing like a D7, so... Jason Paris, favorite Klingon ship in the Enterprise era? Probably the D5. Trekyards, make this interesting. Favorite non-Starfleet Klingon or Romulan ship? It's a lot of ships that I just got to kind of shuffle in my brain, and I know I'm going to miss something. Okay, it's a weird one. It's the Aurora from TOS. Which episode was that in? It's not Harry Mudd's ship, but it's the Aurora. It's is it Way to Eden? Might be Way to Eden. Michael and Denise Okuda redesigned it. It's kind of got a 1960s Jetson type vibe to the design. I like that ship. I really do. So hopefully that is a good answer. Captain, do you like the Romulan Raptor ship from Star Trek Legacy? Can't recall what it looks like offhand. Stuart, I know you dislike Michelle Yeoh, but her new movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once, was great. It's great. Cool. I watched Olivia Long-Haul Trucker's ship video today. Ooh, the cat. Thanks for keeping me company, Cap. Enchiladas. Then to work I go. Ooh, enchiladas sound good. Burgers and beer. My bad for saying punch in the face. I was just so annoyed with it. Don't say my bad. You're good. You're good. The space hippie ship. I guess so. Yeah. Kumari class. General Grievous, what would you fix about Star Trek Legacy game? It had the potential to be a very great game, but I feel it was rushed and had a lot of wasted potential. It felt too clunky. Yeah, it was fun. What would I fix about it? I'd make it more like Bridge Commander, where you can actually go on the bridge and see the view screen. That's one thing. I didn't mind Legacy. It was kind of fun to play. It's the reason I got an Xbox 360. But yeah, I don't know. I would make it more like Bridge Commander to improve it. Michael T, the wife, trademark, says hi as well. Hello, Michael T, trademarked wife. How are you? I don't know your name. He didn't tell me your name. I assume it's something very beautiful and eloquent, though. And hello to you. The Holy Gabriel. I'm partial to the Andorian cruisers from Enterprise. Yeah, those are kind of cool. Trekyards, one with the big round windows. Yes, that's the one. The Darth Eddie. Harry Mudd's ship he allegedly stole from the owner. It's a cool design and TOS remastered. I wish we'd gotten a closer look at her. Doc McGillicuddy was a cool ship. I could totally see something like that hauling oranges from Titan to Earth. Renegade Cooler, are you happy with the uniforms we got in all the Star Trek shows? Or do you think there should have been more variation on the Undiscovered Country uniforms, as they were clearly one of the best designs? Am I happy with the uniforms we got in all of Star Trek shows? Yes, except for Discovery. Or do you think there's potential for more variations on the Undiscovered Country uniforms, as they're clearly one of the best? Or they're just the Monster Maroons for the Undiscovered Country. Or Magnificent Maroon, as I like to call them. They're no different than the other Maroons from the other movies. No, I think they're the best uniforms, actually. While STO ships are nice, I hope later Trek shows don't rely too hard on them bringing in new designs. We've already seen them. Okay, seriously, you don't have to be so dramatic. I know he's a pug, and that's what you do, but... Jason Paris, we need another Buckaroo Banzai movie. Everyone's gonna hate me. I've never seen Buckaroo Banzai. I know. I've never seen it. I need to see it. Don't hit me. The Romulan Raptor is a mix of Valdor and Daredix. Doc McGillicuddy, I hate to see what happens when we get a TNG era show. Trek or not, what does God need with a starship? Has anyone seen Marvel movies? Doc McGillicuddy, that dog needs a CPAP machine. LOL, gotta love it. You need a CPAP machine. Her Dieters, which is me. I have a CPAP machine, but I never use it because fucking I hate wearing it. Hold on, I like Strange New Worlds Enterprise, but maybe they overdid the windows. Oh, they overdid the windows. They done fucked the windows right up. At least in season 2 of Discovery, where we see the Enterprise, at least the windows are right on the on the primary hull. I mean, on the saucer. Renegade Cooler, if you like the D7, then what are your thoughts on the Romulan Klingon-looking ship from the original series? The Romulan Klingon-looking ship. Well, it's D7. It's the same fucking ship, just with a bird on the bottom, because we did a great video about that. The Romulan Klingon Treaty of 2267, where they trade technology. That's where the Klingons get cloaking devices from, is from the Romulans. They get their older style cloaking devices. Romulans have newer ones, so they're fine with that. And then the power output of the D7 was better for cloaking ships. So they gave, the Romulans asked for some D7s, and then they got them and they modified them and used some Klingon technology. So they had a peace treaty for a little while, those two. It's a great video. Check it out. Type in Trekyards 2267 Klingon Romulan Treaty. Fucking great video. I loved researching that one. What did you think of Cowboy Bebop on Netflix? I only watched one episode, and then I started doing something else and haven't gone back. But I thought it was pretty good. I liked it. So, curved windows like that make the whole look weak, right? Jedi Productions, how do you feel with your teens being disrespectful and lying to your face? Well, my teens don't. I mean, they did once or twice with parties and stuff, and it's rude, but what kind of question is that? Cowboy Bebop being canceled sucked. Yes, I like the cast. So, Sonic Fan says, are you looking forward to that Lego Optimus Prime figure? Yes. Klingons made a Camaro, Romulans made a Trans Am. Pretty much, yes. Even put the bird on it. That's where you're going with that. Gotcha. Cody Michaels, good night, Cap. Overall, gonna turn on a Marvel movie and pass it. All right, Cody, see you later. I'm gonna be ending this soon anyway. So, Colin says, it often looks like that someone at CBS is out to upset Johnny by constantly messing with his Enterprise design. Captain Casey Stewart, I really love the Romulan bird paint on TOS era ships. Jason Paris, Klingon and Romulan treaties don't last long anyway. No, they didn't. It ended very badly. The Darth Eddy, I like how TOS remastered established that Klingon D7s had the bright blue impulse engines at the rear of the ship. No aft torpedo launcher, but I can live with that as the Katinga upgrade. Yeah. Doc McGillicuddy, watch the 1994 Fantastic Four. You're going to have a seizure and black out from how bad it is. Jedi Productions. Reason I asked is that stepson wrecked one of my chairs. We know it was him, but yeah, that sucks, man. I don't know, man. Kick him in the balls or something. Burgers and beer. Who else could possibly do Captain Pike better than Anson Mount? I really can't think of anyone right now. I mean, you're looking at him. Mr. Spock. I'm not used to all these women on the bridge. I just can't get used to a woman on the bridge. I don't know. I can't think of anything else Pike liked to say. Anyway, I'm going to get basted for that one, but I don't know. Just a joke, guys. Relax. Stepson, go take an amber turd in his bed. Problem solved. I don't think there'd be a Captain Pike series Vance Mount hadn't impressed everyone. The guy from the Abrams movies was like, oh yeah, he was good. I like the guy from the Abrams movies. Anybody got more super chats? I wouldn't mind another $20 in super chats if possible. Actually, 40 is a better number to get me into the triple digits. But right now I'm sitting very low. So another 20 would be awesome. If possible, if not, I understand. Just saying. It all helps out. I'd like to see you cameo with the USS Foley. I think the Illyrians are not a race in the sense that they are all from one planet, but more like they are the Borg, who have many races joining them and modifying themselves. Yeah, I'm down with that. It's kind of what we assumed anyway. Steve Backa, my favorite part of the cage is when Spock shouts, "The women!" in the transporter. The women! Yeah. The Darth Eddy, I do have to laugh about Pike and TOS being unaccustomed to having women on the bridge when there are at least 3 on the bridge during the warp to Talos 4. Or Talos... It's supposed to be Talos... Yeah, it's Talos 4. I hate Roman numerals. They really confuse my poor dyslexic fucking OCD, ADD brain. Wasn't J.J. Pike Bruce Greenwood? Yes, it was. I'd like to see a Dreadnought class in the new series. Yes, Federation class is what it's called, but a Dreadnought, yeah. Colin Barrett, €5, found the super chat button. Thank you, Colin. Appreciate it. Colin knows how to press the buttons. All the buttons. Renegade Cooler, is it me, or does the Cerritos look like a starship that dropped its pants? It's kind of what it's designed to look like. It's designed to look silly. So, mission accomplished on their end. Still can't wait for you guys to see the interview with Mike McMahon and stuff from season 2. Maybe Samuel will release it one day. I'm just staring at my Dragon Riders of Pern books and I'm like, I should fucking reread these things. I need to do a series, I'm telling you. Darth Eddy, I hope we see another Saladin-class ship in Season 1, and this time with the crew aboard so we know for certain if ships like the USS Archer actually have just 3 people running it. Colin Barrett, as you always say, if there's a big red button, do not let me see it. I will press the big red button, and to hell with the consequences. Olam says, I made a soundtrack for a self-consciously 60s tabletop campaign called Surfing the Alpha Quadrant. I had the Cage soundtrack on cassette. The Holy Gabriel says, hey now. I love the Cerritos. SC Scout Guy. If there is not a California class in season 3 of Picard, I am going to be disappointed. General Grievous, Samuel, I will put a lightsaber someplace painful if you don't release that video. LOL, just kidding. Captain Casey Stewart, seriously, one thing JJ Star Trek did right was Carol Marcus. Oh, baby. Alice Eve for the win. 100% agree with that. 100% agree with that. Holy crap, hold on. Just realized there's some dirt on the floor. That's not cool. Not cool at all. I gotta dust and vacuum apparently. Samuel might like that, you never know. Fun fact. Doc McGillicuddy, I like the goodie salad in class, but with Excelsior parts. Burgers and beer. The one good thing about the end of Star Trek Picard Season 2 is the ships are not just one fucking ship like they did at the end of Season 1. At least looks like a decent amount is showing up. Yes. Trek or not. JD, future tech for Star Trek, or a good transfer. Future tech for Star Trek would be a transporter weapons, in the sense that torpedoes are dematerialized and rematerialized inside the attacking ship, and phaser beams are portaled out. The Darth Eddy and Jayla, the right combination of alien cuteness, spunk, and personality. If they made a 4th Kelvin movie, I hope she returns. I'd like to see Jayla come back. I don't find her very attractive, but I do like her character and I like her attitude. I really want a Star Trek series where ship gets overrun by zombie virus and the plot is Trevor's trying to get off the disabled ship. Renegade, well, they have that. It's Enterprise. I think the episode's called The Expanse. It's they go to a Vulcan ship that has been infected by the Expanse and go on board, and they're basically zombie Vulcans. It's a kind of a terrifying episode, so they kind of have that. What with the extra nacelles you see on some Starfleet ships? I mean, look at the Dreadnought with 3 and the Stargazer with 4. I mean, that's their purpose. It's not going to make the ship go faster. What's their purpose? Really? You don't watch Trekyards, apparently. All right, for fuck's sakes. The Stargazer is a long-range exploration cruiser, which means it's out long distances for long amounts of time. It doesn't get starbase or dry dock overhauls very often. So the nacelles work in pairs. They can either work as the top 2, the bottom 2. They can do cross or like this. Basically, it doubles the life of your warp coils because you can trade off between different sets of warp coils, so you're not burning out the main ones all the time, and you don't need to go for an overhaul in space dock to get your warp coils tuned up or changed out. So watch our fucking episode on the Stargazer. We talk about this. Basically, you can just swap out. Instead of using the top 2, you use the bottom 2 for a while, or you use the bottom left one and the top right one in conjunction with each other. As for the Dreadnought, it actually is on hot standby in case the ship needs to separate and become 2 ships, so that the saucer has a warp nacelle. And also warp standby in case if one of the side nacelles gets damaged, it can switch off, so you still have the pair if you believe in the pairs rule, which I don't because it's fucking stupid. But other than that, it's on hot standby. It's basically just ready to go at a moment's notice. Plus, the warp coils also change the warp configuration of the warp field. So the warp field around the ship is a certain shape. If you got more nacelles, you can tweak it, therefore getting a little bit more speed out of your ship because you can actually alter the shape of your warp field and get a little bit more juice out of those engines. So Impulse. Thank you. That's the name of the episode, Impulse. Yes, go see that one. It was a great episode, but I want a series set on a Federation ship. If you can have Rom as a captain or Raffi, who would you pick? Rom. He's way more. Rom is awesome. Everything's a design trade. Plus, Raffi's awful. So, everything's a design trade-off. There's probably a reason for any given design choice. Yes, there absolutely is. We talk about our episodes. If you want to find out why there's a single in the Cell ship, go check out our Saladin class episode. We talk about it quite a bit. That concept is based on real ships that four engines, but uses two and rotates which ones are in use. Yes. One jarring thing about the copy and paste fleet at the end of Picard Season 1 is that the Inquiry class is almost the exact same length as the Enterprise D. It was like 40 Enterprise Ds showing up. Yeah, that's bullshit. I think so far Prodigy and Strange New Worlds have the best first 3 episodes in its series, first season. Yes, except for TOS. That being said, the Man Trap's awful. Where No Man Has Gone Before is good. What was the other third one? Charlie X. Charlie X was pretty good. General Grievous, did you guys do a video on the Surat class cruiser and how the coaxial warp nacelle works? Yeah, we've done a Surat class video. I don't think it was a full breakdown research video. I think it was a mission briefing, but we do talk about that, yeah. Jason Paris, the Nager class had 3 nacelles. The upper ones were used when in warp. However, if both are damaged, the lower one can be used as an emergency backup. Yes, that's the other reason for the 3rd nacelle on a Dreadnought also. But lots of different explanations and lots of different reasons for those kind of things. So everybody just dismisses them out of hand just because they don't like it or they don't understand it. It really annoy me. There's always a reason. There's always something you can come up with to explain something in Star Trek. So people are just like, it doesn't make sense. I don't know why they did it. Well, then come up with a reason why they did it. There's probably a good reason, a good explanation. I can think of 2 or 3 for a lot of different things. So it's one of the things that frustrates me watching other YouTubers when they have like a live chat like this where they're talking about a new episode of Trek and they're like, I don't know why this thing was like this. This is stupid. Moving on. It's like, no. This is where you take the opportunity to go, I don't know why that was like that, but there's probably some possible reasons for it, such as, and kind of speculate a little bit. That's what's fun about it, you know? So that's what frustrates me with a lot of YouTubers. Would you team up with Star-Lord or Johnny Cage to go on adventures? Johnny Cage. Probably Johnny Cage. Star-Lord pissed me off. I like Star-Lord up to the point where they're trying to get the glove off of Thanos and he done fucks up. You killed my... and fucks the plan. I just lost all fucking respect for you. Fuck off. Olum, probably always a question of, is the extra mass worth carrying? Captain Casey Stewart says, now I'm opposite, Captain. I like Man Trap, but I don't like Trap. Oh, Man Trap's fucking awful. It's not awful. It's good compared to a lot of fucking Discovery episodes, but it's not good. It's not a good episode of TOS for me. One fun idea for a Trekyards video might be how different series and movies can use historical displays of famous ships, as in the different enterprises. It'd be fun to hear your opinions of both you guys. Sure. Rock says, in Picard, the Enterprise D is probably still in commission, albeit with its superfluous nacelles. Nacelle. I want a ship with nacelles that can pop up and turn into massive torpedoes. I do get annoyed by YouTubers trying to proclaim everything's stupid. Colin says, that's why I only watch Trekyards reviews. Nothing worse than listening to someone who has no idea what they are talking about ranting about something they do not understand. Starlight, okay. Anyway, guys, I'm going to call it there. Looks like I'm not going to get my last... That's only like $15 now, but that's cool. If you guys want a super chat, I'd really appreciate it. If not, that's cool. Just hit that like button before you leave. If you're watching this on a repeat, there is a super thanks button down there if you guys want to shoot any money our way as far as a thank you for doing videos and stuff, we would appreciate that, of course, because that's kind of what we live on. So if you're able to help out in any way, we really appreciate it. It'll keep us having the ability to make videos for you guys. So, but honestly, I just really love coming on and here and hanging out with you guys. So I don't even know who watches these lives after the fact. Somebody does, because the count numbers keep going up. So I appreciate everybody that watches, whether it's live now or whether it's in the future and you're watching me from the past. It's creepy. Anyway, I'm gonna call it there. I'm gonna go finish watching the end of season 3 of Battlestar Galactica. I'm on episode 16, so I'm almost finished season 3, and then on to season 4. So thank you guys for watching. Have yourselves a good night and a good long weekend if you're having a long weekend. And I think next weekend is your Memorial Day. I don't know. I don't pay attention. But just be safe, have fun, don't do anything I wouldn't do. And probably, I mean, chances are pretty good I'll be doing a live tomorrow afternoon. But we'll see. So until next time, I'm Captain Foley. Live long and prosper. And bye. Till all are one.